Tonight I'm making spaghetti carbonara. I'm not making the traditional one. The traditional one does use an egg yolk that's warmed. And because I'm making it for Grace, she's not very keen on that. So I'm going to make it without the egg. Bear with me 1 second, I can hear my pan sizzling. I'm gonna make it without the egg and with cream, but I know it's not the traditional way. Obviously the traditional way doesn't have cream in it. It only has egg and cheese and pasta and garlic and black pepper. So I'm gonna make it my way, and the way that my sister in America is gonna learn how to make it because it's one of her favorite dishes, and she's asked me to make it for her. Because the reason why I'm doing it is because she's a nurse, and I totally respect her. She's been on the front line ever since it started, and she's dear to me, and I love her very much. And I'm doing this for her, and also raising money for the Laura Hyde Foundation, and I'll put the link later on. So I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes for a few more people to join in. But if you are gonna cook along with me, I'm gonna use bacon lardons, garlic, some spring onion, some cheese, double cream, and pasta. I think that's it. Yeah, so that's all I'm using today. So if you want to cook with me, cool. If not, it's gonna be saved anyway, so you can come back and look at it at a later time. Right, so a couple minutes for my pan to warm up, and then I will start, okay? So in traditional carbonara, they use pancetta or guanciale. I'm going to be using Tesco's finest bacon lardons, and I'm gonna have about 100 grams of that. I'm gonna put that in the pan for it to fry up. You may not want to put, if you've got a non-stick pan, I would put just a tiny dash of oil in it because the bacon's obviously fatty. You don't want to make your whole dish too fatty, so don't put too much oil. What you want to do is get the bacon or whatever the pork you're going to use, you want that to be crispy. So before that gets too crispy, I'm gonna use some spring onions, just because I just like the flavor of it. And then I'm gonna crush some garlic to put in. Now, I know a lot of people don't like garlic, but I do, so I'm gonna use at least 4 cloves. Max doesn't like spaghetti, so I'm going to make him the penne. So that's what happens in this house. Everybody kind of cooks to order. If he likes pennies, I'm going to put his in first and it'll take a bit longer to cook. Alright, so in the pan I've got the bacon lardon. I'm going to add some black pepper, quite a bit. And just keep cooking that until it's nice and crispy. Alright, so while that's cooking, let's talk about the cheeses. So I've got the cheeses in here. I've got a mix of pecorino and cheddar. The pecorino is made with sheep's milk, whereas Parmesan is made with cow's milk. And the pecorino cheese is a younger cheese, so it's got like a tangier and a saltier. And yesterday, I noticed I use a lot of salt in my food, so today I'm not going to use as much salt because the cheese is quite salty, so I'm going to do that. And as I said, with the traditional carbonara, they don't usually use cream, so normally it's just the cheese and the egg mixed together, and then when the pasta's cooked and the bacon's cooked, you kind of put everything together and then the egg kind of cooks through the heat. But I'm not going to do that because Grace doesn't like it that way, so I'm going to make it with cream, but I will put down the other way, the other traditional way for you on the site when it's up. Right, so let me just check this bacon because it smells like it's crisping over here. Right, I haven't added any salt this time on. Not yet. I want to add salt at the end because I'm using smoked bacon. I'm using that salty cheese, and I'm just afraid of it getting too overdone. So I'm just gonna turn that down a bit and then check my spaghetti. Right, and then the other thing I like to do with my carbonara at the end is I like to put some parsley. So if you were to look up, say, Alfredo is normally made with parsley, but I just love the taste of parsley. It just adds a nice tang to it, and again, the children like it, and that's what it's about. The children love it, so I just want to keep them happy. So I will do it that way today. Right, my bacon is pretty much done. I'm just waiting for my pasta. Let's see if I can show you what's been going on in my pan. Hold on 1 second. Can you see that? All that lovely bacon? Yummy bacon. Quick recipe. I'm not used to like the quick ones. Normally I'm in here for about an hour. It feels weird to be almost done already. Just gonna wait for that spaghetti to do. Right, so as I was saying before, I'm doing this especially for the Laura Hyde Foundation, and I'll put the link in so you can have a look, and if you can donate, that'd be great. I'm almost at the maximum, not the maximum, what I was asking for. Sorry, that's a bit of my medication-y kind of weird talking going on there, but yeah, I'm waiting to get that money so we can give it to them, because they actually help the nurses with mental health issues, with well-being, and things that, I mean, I am a sufferer of depression and anxiety, and I know with what I do, it's quite stressful, and I get the help that I need, but with the nurses and stuff, they haven't had a chance really to kind of say how they feel, and because they've just got to do it. So I'm hoping that the money that I raise will just add a little bit to that foundation to help other nurses out and make sure everybody's all right. So hopefully you guys will have a look at that and make a little donation, and I can send it over to them tomorrow, and that'll be great. So have a look at the link. I'm going to put it in after we're done, or it's on my one from last night, so you can have a look at that. Okay, right, let's get back to this pasta. Right, some people like their pasta hard. Some people like it really, really soft. In our family, we're kind of in between. So, whereas Grace actually eats raw pasta. Like, she can eat pasta like crisps. She's a weird one like that. That's okay. So I've got Max's penne going, and I've got Grace's spaghetti. And I know that Dave would like either one, so because he's kind to me. He likes to eat my food, so I'm happy. Right, bacon's done. As I said, I did it a little bit too. I'm just not used to cooking this fast. You gonna make it tomorrow? Next week? You should make it, because it's really easy to do. As you see, I'm gonna be done in about 5 minutes. Just wait for that pasta to cook. So if when everything goes back to normal and you're rushed off your feet, come back from work, very simple thing, just put together. So carbonara would have had the cheese and the egg yolk mixed in, and then you would then put the pasta into the bacon pan and turn the heat off, and then you add the mixture of the cheese and the egg. But because I'm not using egg, I'm going to skip egg, and I'm just going to put cream straight in. And then, so I'm just going to add 300 mils to 100 mils. Sorry, 300 mils to 100 grams of the cheeses. Right, I'm not adding salt yet. As you saw me yesterday, I was just salting away at everything. That's just my liking. I'm gonna do this the correct way this time. Okay, that's all nicely mixed in there. Alright, and then I'm going to take the pasta out and I'm going to put it straight into the bacon. I wish I had, actually I know I have to do something first. I forgot about Max, he doesn't like spaghetti, so I gotta put his separately. Cool, that's Max in there. Right, so I'm gonna add the spaghetti in here. How much spaghetti did I use? I used about 200 grams, I'm gonna say, or 250, about half a packet. Okay, so we're gonna put that all in there. Turn the heat off. And then we're gonna pour this in there. So again, if you had done it with just the egg, you would have 2 eggs in there. It gives it nice richness, and then you turn the pan off and then you mix it through. I'm not doing it with egg, I'm doing it with cream. I have a spare bit of cream because what also happens is when it gets cold again, it gets a bit hard. So I just run some more cream through it. So that's a spare one there, but I'm just gonna pour this one in there now. If you find that you just need to raise the heat, raise it a little bit because you don't want it to split. Because that's what happens. So if you were to add the egg when it was cooking, it will turn to scrambled eggs. It's all nicely melted. I'm gonna pour it into a dish for you in a second so you can see what it looks like. Make it look nice. Make it look nice, and also David will get his first. Okay. Let's put some on for David. If I had this right spoon, this wouldn't be a problem, but those who know, I moved here last year and I lost all my kitchen stuff. And I haven't been able to replace everything yet, so slowly but surely. You only realize what you're missing when you need it. Alright, so I've got, can you see that? A nice plate of carbonara. Okay, that one's going to David. Like I said, I like to add a little bit of parsley. Just a little bit, makes it look pretty, and it tastes good. Right, so thank you again for watching. Start cooking again from another week from now on the Sunday, if you want to join me on a Sunday. And I have another charity that I'm going to be doing it for that's based in Nottingham, again, that deals with nurses, because again, they are there for us, they're helping us. Not that everybody else isn't, but you know, as I spent a lot of time in hospital, I know how much how much work the nurses have to go through to keep their patients happy. So hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Bye guys.